I've got some sales data that I'm going to import and just have a look at it and see if I can do something with it. So I imported it as sales, so I'm just going to use Pandas to have a look through the data. So I'll just call the data frame data. Okay, with Excel I called it sales, and you can see this is the data. We'll probably just have a look at the sales figure, so just in order to see where that might be, we'll have a look at the columns, and you obviously would have spoken with the company, or you'd be familiar with the table, so you'd know where to look. So I'm assuming that INV net value and INV gross value, probably the invoices net and gross values. So if we just have a look at the net values, INV net value, so we can see that's got a numeric value. So we'll just have a look at that then. So in order to take the data or the table from this to just the two rows, which will use the legal name and the invoice net value. So we just want the legal name and the invoice net value. So we'll just select the legal name and the net value. That should give us these two things, or these two columns. And then might want to make the legal name, we'll make that the index. So I think that's, yeah, index. And now we just want to group it because it's not of much value if we show each, or perhaps if we're looking for something specific, showing each transaction is valuable. But for this case, I think I'm just going to group the data by the legal name. So I'll say group by the legal name, and we'll sum that. Okay, we've got our index and we've grouped it by the legal name. So these are the sums for each of our customers, and we can do a bit more of that. So I think that's a big improvement from what we started off with. So let's see what the mean is, or I guess we can say this doesn't look right. Our mean should be a lot higher. Instead, we say mean, because the mean is 2600. I suppose there are only a few values. Let's have a look at what happens when we select all the customers with total invoice net values of greater than the mean. So let's say we want to select all the data, we net value is greater than the net values mean. Oh, you know why? Because I did not set. I basically viewed this, but I've not actually set the data frame to these values. So if I do that, then our mean should be a lot higher. Well, that's still quite confusing. That seems more or less right. 183,000. We just have to have a look at why. Yeah, well, these are just exponential figures, so it's a bit more difficult to read. So yeah, as I showed just now, you can have a look at the mean in 183,290.24. So now, if for example we wanted to see, first of all, to see what the data looks like. So that's now what our data frame looks like. It's only the two columns. If you wanted to see all the customers with net values of greater than, let's say, 100,000, then you can just say data with the net value which is greater than 100,000, and we have these customers. If you wanted to see greater than the mean, you could just say value the mean. So these are the customers with values greater than the average. There's quite a bit we can do.